Stop what you're doing because what Blueface just said on IG Live has fans screaming, celebrities shocked, and the internet in full meltdown mode. This wasn't a rumor. This wasn't a leak. This was Blueface saying it out loud, unapologetically, shamelessly, and on camera. I used her for fame. So what? Yes, that's exactly what he said, and he didn't stop there. He laughed, he mocked. He called Chrisean a brand deal that cried too much. And now the clip is going viral. The fans are revolting. Chrisean's team is reportedly preparing legal action. This isn't just drama. This is a full-on celebrity implosion in real time. People are calling it the most cold-blooded moment in Blueface's entire career. And after everything Chrisean went through, it feels like betrayal on a historic level. Stay right here because we're breaking down every second of that live stream. Every reaction pouring in, and the one bombshell that Blueface didn't realize he exposed until it was too late. Admits everything on live, I used her for fame. So what? To truly understand the depth of this betrayal, you have to go back, way back. Back to when Chrisean Rock was just a rising face in Blueface's orbit. A girl with heart, hustle, and no idea what was about to hit her. Their relationship was toxic from day one, but the internet loved it. The drama, the fights, the chaos, the makeups and meltdowns. They turned love into content and content into cash. Reality shows, viral clips, club appearances. Instagram lives with millions of views. But behind all that, a silent suffering. Because while the world was laughing, Chrisean was breaking. She fought other women for Blueface's attention. She cried on camera, begging him to care. She carried his baby while he flaunted other girls, and through it all, she kept saying the same thing. I love him. He's my person. He'll see me one day. And now this is what he says back. It's on a live stream in front of thousands, smirking at the camera. I used her for fame. So what? No remorse, no regret. Just ego. Just clout, and the timing. Wicked because Chrisean just posted a soft photo of her holding their baby with the caption, one day he'll know who really loved him. And minutes later, Blueface hit go live and burned everything. Down. This wasn't just disrespect. This was a public execution of everything Chrisean thought they had. And the backlash, it's already out of control. Blueface admits everything on live. I used her for fame. So what? He started with a smirk, leaning back, blunt in. One hand, eyes glazed over. Blueface hit go live, like it was just another clout move. But within 30 seconds, the mood shifted. Y'all crying over Chrisean, bro? I made her. Facts. The comments exploded. Wait, what? You're serious right now? Someone stop him. But he didn't stop. He doubled down. She was a nobody. It's just a crazy fan with a gap. I saw potential. But mostly in how she'd get me attention. Double quotes, gasps. And then he laughed. It worked. Y'all watched, didn't you? He wasn't ranting. He was bragging. He called their fights content gold. He called her pregnancy a PR twist that went too far. And when a viewer commented, so none of it was real, Blueface replied, real for her, not for me. The live hit over 120K viewers in 6 minutes. But then the screenshots dropped while Blueface was still live. A burner Twitter account posted a screenshot thread. Text messages between Blueface and another woman. Dated a week before Chrisean gave birth. Blueface, she gone cry, but this baby bout to give us a bag. Other girl, you sure she don't know? Blueface, nah, she thinks I'm in love. The internet froze. Even his own fans started turning. Nah, bro, this is sociopathic. I can't support this anymore. This man is evil. Supporters were furious. One fan tweeted, he used her trauma, her baby, her love, and turned it into a storyline. And then she joined the live. Chrisean enters the chat. Blueface's comments lit up. Chrisean is watching. His reaction. shrugged, smirked again. "Oh, she'll hear. Let her watch." And then Chrisean commented, "I was really dumb, huh?" Followed by a broken heart emoji. Then a second comment. "Hope it was worth it." Blueface looked at the screen and said the line that will haunt this entire saga. It was complete silence. For a full 15 seconds, the live froze. Not technically. Emotionally, even Blueface looked like he knew he crossed a line too far. Then the chat flooded. "You're sick. Turn this off. You're finished." The twist nobody expected. A ceasefire turned WR wires later. Chrisean posted a voice note to her Instagram story. No background music. No filters. Just her voice cracked. Real. "He made me feel like I was crazy. Like everything was my fault. But now the world sees it. And now I'm done hiding. I kept my mouth shut. But he's about to learn what silence was protecting him from." Translation. Receipts are coming. Lawsuits might be coming. And Blueface just started a war he doesn't know how to win. The internet is already calling it. This is going to be Chrisean's redemption arc. And that's not all. Because what Chrisean posted next turned the whole story upside down. Blueface admits, "Everything on live, I used her for fame." So what? After Blueface's savage IG live? After the leaked texts? After Chrisean's heartbroken voice note? No one was ready for what came next. Because while Blueface was still riding the high of his unapologetic villain moment, Chrisean pulled the trigger. The court papers drop. It just got legal at exactly to 14 p.m. Chrisean posted a boomerang of her holding a manila envelope with the caption, "If he wanted war, he got one. See you in court?" 2 hours later, TMZ dropped the headline, "Exclusive Chrisean files for full custody and defamation lawsuit against Blueface." Yup, you read that right. She's coming for the bag, the baby. And what's left of his reputation? The court documents. Leaked within minutes. Included full custody, filing a civil suit for emotional distress allegations of manipulation for profit claims. Zoo's network-enabled emotional abuse for ratings. Social media exploded. She finally woke up. Protect Chrisean at all costs. Zoo's better lawyer up. The receipts start pouring in. Then, boom, the screenshots start hitting the feed. Actual DMs from Blueface to producers. "Let me wild out a little." Drama gets the clicks. She cry. "It's good for the show." And the most damning one? "Pregnant or not, I'm still the star. Make sure I get more screen time than her." These messages? Allegedly sent during filming. Screenshotted by a production assistant who couldn't stay silent anymore. Blogs, influencers, even mainstream outlets started asking, was Chrisean emotionally exploited by a whole company? Celebrities react and take sides. The moment Chrisean's lawsuit hit the net, everyone picked a side. Megan Thee Stallion posted accountability season. Love that for her. Lizzo commented under the Shade Room post, "You can love someone and still hold them accountable." But then Blueface's mother went live and turned on her own son. "I raised him better than this. What he did to that girl ain't right. I told y'all from the beginning." Fans were stunned. Even his own mama's done. When mama flips, but right as the tide turned in Chrisean's favor, Blueface made one last move, and it might have just destroyed everything. Blueface admits everything on live. "I used her for fame." So what? By now, the world had chosen sides. Court filing was public. The screenshots were viral. Chrisean was being hailed as a survivor, a mother, a symbol of resilience. But Blueface, he didn't back down. He went darker. Blueface's response video sets the internet on fire just when people thought he had gone quiet. Blueface returned to IG Live with one purpose: to mock everything. He pulled out a cigar, sipped from a cup, and played a remix of himself saying, "I used her for fame. So what?" On loop, he laughed. He read hate comments out loud and mocked them. He called Chrisean's lawsuit cute, Let her take it to court. What's she gonna say? That I gave her clout for free? The internet. It's disgusted. Even people who once defended him were now saying, this man is sick. This isn't trolling, this is abuse. One clip of the live with the caption, Blueface has no soul left, hit 10 million views in 12 hours. Fans flip and cancel culture roars. Hashtag cancel Blueface began trending worldwide. TikTok. Creators, including some who built entire channels on following the couple's drama, turned on him. We're done watching women be destroyed for views. Comment sections were vicious. He's mentally dangerous. This is why people stay silent. She loved him while he was planning content. A viral duet stitched Chrisean's final emotional IG story next to Blueface's. Laughing response. Caption. This is what emotional manipulation looks like. Okay. Over 1.2 million likes. Celebrities respond. LODLY Summer Walker posted. This ain't entertainment. This is trauma. Taraji P. Henson reposted Chrisean's lawsuit with the words, get everything you're owed. And Charlamagne Tha God said on The Breakfast Club, Blueface is the new textbook example of toxic masculinity. You can't say, so what, after emotionally wrecking a woman on camera for 2 years? Even Drake liked to post that read, he's finished. Ain't no coming back from this one, the industry responds. Doors begin to close. Blueface's booking. Agent drops him. A popular YouTube show cancels his upcoming interview, stating, we do not support abusers. A major brand collaboration, rumored to be with a beverage company, publicly cuts ties, tweeting, we do not align with recent actions and statements. Meanwhile, Zeus Network. Silent. But insiders say their internal Slack chat leaked, revealing messages like, if he posts one more thing like that, we're getting sued too. Lawyers are advising we pause all content featuring him for now. One intern allegedly wrote, this might be the biggest PR disaster we've ever faced. And they're not wrong. The streets speak up. This wasn't just digital backlash. Atlanta, a mural artist, painted Chrisean holding her baby with the words, you never needed him. He needed your pain. Photos of the mural went viral. Even Chrisean reposted it with the caption, I'm healing slowly, loudly. At a women's rights rally in New York, protesters chanted, protect Black women even when it's not trending, and that chant became a new hashtag. Protect Chris EAN hashtag clout is not consent hashtag. She deserves peace, and just when it seemed like Blueface couldn't go lower, he did. Ready, Salou? Let's go into the final stretch. Blueface admits everything. On live, I used her for fame. So what? Just when the world thought Blueface couldn't stoop any lower, he posted something that might have crossed from toxic into outright illegal. And now, the LAPD is allegedly involved. The post that changed everything. Exactly 2:17 a.m., Blueface uploaded a no-deleted Instagram story. Black background, one sentence. White text. Y'all forgot who had the footage first. Careful what y'all ask for. No tags. No context. Just threatening energy, but 5 minutes. Later, he posted again. This time, a screen-recorded folder. File names blurred, except one. Chrisean _unedited _EP2 raw footage.mov. He didn't open it. He didn't play it. He just hovered over the file and then ended the story. The implication? He's threatening to leak private behind-the-scenes footage of Chrisean, possibly without consent, possibly under contract, possibly criminal. Police report incoming. A now viral tweet from someone claiming to be Chrisean's assistant reads, he just violated NDA, contract law, and state privacy codes. The police have been contacted. TMZ followed up hours later. Sources close to Chrisean confirmed she is working with legal counsel to block the release of any unreleased content featuring her likeness. Lawyers, legal TikTok, and digital rights advocates are all weighing in. If he leaks anything intimate, emotional, or contract-bound without her consent, that's not just abuse. That's a lawsuit and potential jail time. But the bigger twist. Someone just leaked a Zeus Network production log. And it's bad. In it, producers allegedly note Blueface is unstable. Risk of public meltdown imminent. Reassess raw file access. That log dated 2 months ago. So they knew. They saw the crash coming. Hey, and they let it happen anyway. Now the question is, did Zeus give Blueface access to those files? Or did he take them? Either way, they're now implicated. The cliffhanger Chrisean disappears, then posts one thing after Blueface's terrifying flex. Chrisean went silent for almost 10 hours. No stories, no tweets, no appearances. Fans feared the worst. But then, at 1:43 p.m., she posted a single story, a photo of her newborn's tiny hand, with 3 words: "He's watching everything." No tags, no shade, no noise, just calm. And a storm building behind her eyes. Now the world waits. Will Blueface go through with his threat? Will Zeus distance themselves or go down with him? Will Chrisean take her fight beyond court and into public crusade? And the biggest question of all, will this turn into the first criminal case of a cloud chaser caught on camera, destroying someone's life and bragging about it? Because if he posts even one more thing, he might not just lose his career. He might lose his freedom. Blueface admits everything on live. I used her for fame. So what? This isn't just a scandal, it's a warning. And it's not over. Blueface just crossed every line imaginable, and now, with leaked threats, potential lawsuits, and whispers of criminal investigation, the man who built a brand off of chaos might finally pay the price. Chrisean stood by him through cheating, disrespect, humiliation, and public breakdowns. Now she's standing against him with receipts, lawyers, and the entire internet behind her. But will Zeus Network protect her or bury the truth? Will Blueface leak private footage and trigger a court case? And most importantly, will justice ever come? We want to hear from you in the comments. Was this always the real Blueface? Should Chrisean file criminal charges? Is Zeus responsible for giving him the power to do this? Like this video if your jaw dropped. Subscribe if you're done with toxic fame. And hit that bell because part 2 is already brewing in courtrooms. Burner accounts and unreleased footage that could destroy everything. This isn't just tea anymore. This is trauma. It's exposure. This is the fall of a clout god. The rise of the woman he tried to silence. Stay tuned. Stay loud. And remember, the cameras never stopped rolling. We'll be back, and when we return, someone's going down. It's going down.